Hi, welcome to another video of the Targeted Individual Program, another video of the Targeted Individual Experience. Um, in my last video, I said I had to go clean out the table, which I did. Then they started to put me on the heavy BCI, brain computer interface, or remote neural monitoring. And now I have such a major headache right now. I took a sumatriptan, but my head's still hurting. Uh, my back, uh, I can't even. I sat down to eat, and I literally screamed as I was trying to get up. Literally had to hold on to something in order to get up. And they're outside honking their horn every time I touch something. So again, that's because I'm under heavy remote monitoring or BCI, brain computer interface, and they're honking their horns. And so I just have to lay down. I'm in my daughter's bed, as you guys can see. Look at her pillow. She has her LOL pillowcase behind me, so that's why this looks different. Because I literally uh, was in so much pain. And then they're trying to send me subliminal message again about my disability and stop my disability. And because you know why? Because they butt hurt. A TI in California called me and she said that there was a new report of FBI agents being hit with the directed energy weapon, right? The sonic weapon. And she started singing. She was laughing, saying hallelujah. So I was like, yeah, I was started singing hallelujah too. So they got butt hurt. Why? Because again, dark tribe personality types, particularly those within the FBI, the police department, the CIA, the security forces and law enforcement, security agencies and law enforcement agencies here in the United States, that they feel like they can use this weapon against uh, everyday people, right? American citizens, those living here, and people living in the United States, you know, legally or whatever, or illegal. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Um, and they feel that they can do this to us, right? Us as TIs. But the minute it happens to them, and you as a TI share some bit of joy, and not the fact that joy is that you want it to happen to all of them, but when they align and say how these weapons don't exist and how this is just psychological, uh, um, you know, that's what's going on with the diplomat stuff. That is psychological. They know that they're lying. They know that they're lying. Okay, so again, I believe, right, that what it is that they're doing, they know they have these weapons. They know the damages that it does, because again, we as targeted individuals, we are the victims of that, right? And plus with the being microchip, and because they want to silence us, they try to use money. Particularly me, they try to use money. They try to use women. When that didn't work, they try to threaten my kids. All of this stuff. Even today, with my son being bullied in school, um, they were basically, you know, upset. They were upset, right? And again, like I said, a lot of these religious people who have infiltrated these agencies, and you know, this is so the perpetrators. Like for example, the school principal. When I told him, I said I want to, come to talk about my son being bullied. He says to me, well, before you talk about bullying, what is the definition of bullying? Like, motherfucker, I know what the definition of bullying, and you do. But what it is that they're doing is that because they get these kids engaged in bullying other kids, particularly, uh, because of I'm a TI, so of course they're going to try to attack my kids. So I have to be very protective of my kids, right? So that's why you see I'm at the school. I'm talking to the principal. I talked to the um, the dean before. He never called me, and I just think that they were using, they use them because that school, Mega Evans uh, uh, um, preparatory school, right? Which is it has from 6 to 8th grade, right? And then on top of that, they're teaching, um, you know, the Bible as if it's history, and it's not fucking history. It's not. Okay, so what we're looking at is a takeover by these religious fanatics, and particularly these black people are very, very religious. Okay, very religious, and this is the one of the things that that are used against us as black people, and as TIs too, right? So whether you're white TI, Asian, what have you, they use that. They use they use religion and religious followers in your targeting, right? And if you're religious, they'll send you all kind of subliminal message about, all kind of nonsense, right? So you'll believe that you're a prophet or what have you, or you can foretell things. No, you can't. Right? This is a program that's being run, right, to get you confused and to make you sound crazy, to discredit you. Okay. So then today, I was watching something, and I think it was like, so I guess they're gonna take away my disability, and like, well, you're gonna have to work. Well, that's fine. I'll work, but guess what? I'm gonna apply right back for disability because again, what? Because I can't, right? But that's the thing. They are but hurt because me and the other TI were basically saying hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, they are getting hit with it now, right? More of them are getting hit with this weapon, right? And it could just be a story that they planted for her to call me, because when I went and I did I tried to look online, I didn't see any new stories. So they might have planted something on the internet, right, or on the news, because they'll do that. They'll plant stories in the news and then you won't even hear about it again. They've done that to me plenty times, right? Where I'm watching the news station. Yeah, they honking. Yes, news. What, you gonna put me on the news? Man, motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. Whatever. Yeah, put me on the news. Yeah, I definitely want to be interviewed. Okay, come on. But they won't do that because whenever they talk to TIs, they don't talk to TIs like me, right? They talk to the TIs who talks about reptilian and shape-shifting and aliens and all that nonsense, right? So they can discredit us. They don't talk to TIs like me who have evidence, who have medical proof of the damages that they've done. They don't do that. As they try to shut you up and they try to silence you. That's what they try to do. But I wouldn't let them. So yeah, you want to come with it? Fine. I'll talk to the news. I'll talk to them. I'll let them know exactly what's been taking place right here in the United States. That the U.S. government and its law enforcement and security agencies are using these weapons. That they're carrying out illegal experimentation, right? In the form of some false investigation or multiple false investigation, because they use people and give them money. So yeah, call the news. I'll talk to them. But I know you won't. Why? Because I have too much information. Now, you may try to delete the information, what have you. Yeah, you may hit me with this weapon and make me forget shit, but guess what? There are other TIs out there who have the information. So you delete mine, guess what? There are other people out there that have the information. Alright? So yeah, call the news, bring the news. I'm waiting.